See if I can scroll to the bottom and see when we uploaded this thing here. So the game plan is to rank the Facebook page because, you know, you and I, I've sent you some Facebook pages before, and, you know, with your service, they jumped right to page one, and that's for a client that I was doing that for, unlike this Facebook page, which I'm going to be doing and then selling to a client to the tune of about $7,000. Being that it's personal injury, I don't expect any issues at all when it comes to any blowback as far as the price. Attorneys, they have no problem shelling out the cash if you can show value.
Right.
I've got so many posts on here. Trying to go to the bottom where it tells you when we signed up, but I believe it hasn't been longer than 2 weeks. I believe right around January 18th is when I created this page. There you go, January 12th. I created the page. I just started doing the backlinking though. 2 days ago is when I sent it to you guys. We're gonna try to find it on Google here, personal injury attorney for Richmond, Virginia. Here's the video. You guys, you're backlinking on the video as well. Right now, the video is page 8, and the Facebook page shouldn't be too far behind it. But I believe you're right. I believe the Facebook page will jump in there and start climbing ranking and actually go higher than the video. Now, I wanted to do this. Now, typically what I would do is I would send a bunch of social signals or likes, a like campaign to the Facebook page because I've seen that do good things on different ranking other than the fireplace one and the it's for a reputation. I ran a like campaign and I got 4,000 likes, and like within a couple days I was on page 1 for reputation. I don't see the Facebook page ranking here just yet.
I thought
we just had it there, right?
Yeah, I thought we found it on page 8. Huh.
And you know, this I got an exact match domain. That's another good thing with Facebook is they let you really get any. There it is, personal injury attorney Richmond. Personal injury Richmond. So that's my exact match domain using Facebook. Personal injury Richmond.
Okay, what page is that on? Number 9?
Yeah, that's page 9.
Okay, and you said that you hadn't seen it anywhere before today?
No, I've been searching pretty diligently trying to find, you know, the Facebook page and the video, and they just jumped in there. The video I saw yesterday or the day before that, I was on a call with our buddy in Atlanta, Charles.
Yep.
And I saw the video yesterday. But the Facebook page, no. Today's the first time I saw it.
Okay. For the people that we're going to show this to, I'm going to share my screen with you and go back to GSA here for a minute. Now, are these GSA links the only ones you're slinging at this Facebook page?
There are no other links being built to it right now. Now I did start it the way I typically start some of my other campaigns, and SendWire, was it. That was it for these two. And I'm just trying, you know, I usually start with that for the syndication,
Mm-hmm.
And then let GSA or let you guys burn it up. I just like giving it a nice little platform, a nice little cushion at first. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing else going to it as of right now.
Okay, so you did your. All right, I'm just showing. This is the timeline. This is the only link we're linking to. Click the count right here, and it's just this one. So what we've done, we've had this in for 2 days, and we have, or less than 2 days probably,
Yes.
48 hours or less, and we've gotten 5,382 verified links to it, and it's come from, and the page has come from nowhere in the rankings to page 9. And we know this is going to be a competitive run to get it to page 1. This is going to be one of the hardest things there is to rank, right, David? What's been your experience on that?
Okay, so I've ranked four attorneys before. I love going after attorneys because they have no problem stroking use checks. I've successfully gotten my attorneys on page 1 for divorce, child custody, and personal injury in a very minute city. Now, when I tried to go for the larger city, I wasn't able to do that. This was well before I met you, and I just simply was not able to get to page 1. Richmond, Virginia is the capital of Virginia. As you can see, there's 1 million results here, 1.16. Now, that typically doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just a vague gauge that I use, but this is what really is what I use is the Moz toolbar, and you see.
Will you share your screen, David? I can't see your screen.
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
Okay, got it.
All right. So I use the Moz toolbar, and I come on here and I check position 1, 50 PA, 40 DA. You can see all these have very good PA, DA. You know it's gonna be pretty difficult to rank. I know Virginia. I've been born and raised there, so I know I see Joel Bieber on the television screen every day. I see these guys on the television screen every day. These are all multi-million-dollar firms.
David, I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but we've got a lag, and what we're looking at is a Todd Gross email from your Outlook account. Stop sharing and start sharing again.
All right.
See if we can get it to pick up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering why. All right. How about now?
Okay, we got it now.
Perfect. All right. All right, so let me run through this again. This is Moz toolbar. First position, PA 50, DA 40. Constantly on television. Always running commercials for medical malpractice and, you know, just typical personal injury stuff. Again, Joel Bieber, always on television. You can see his site here. 3329 PADA. Now, when I look at that, I already know that with the Facebook page, I can get, you know, we're given 100 DA with our Facebook page.
Right.
You can see that his Facebook page has a 48 PA. So, you know, I already know that if that has a 48 PA and DA of 100, it's nowhere near on page 1. I'm on page 8 now. So what that tells me is now I got to look at these links. He's only got 7 links, so I already know that's not going to cut it to get anywhere near page 1.
Right.
Let's see here. I want to show my video and check out the PA on my video, because that should show you where was before, like right now, and then what it's going to be after you guys get done with it. I believe this was the keyword. And that's the other thing, you know, right now, it's, you got to type in the exact keyword for us to even find it. That won't be the case. It'll dance for everything across the board once you know, we're properly done with it, once you guys are done with it. We're on page 8, right, Bob?
Yep. 8 or 9.
There we go. All right, so as you can see, we got the PA here of 100, but the DA of 100, but the PA of 1. Next time we record this and this video is on page 1, this should be more like probably it'll take 50s, 40s or 50s, somewhere around there, and then we should be able to easily, you know, surpass everyone that's on page 1. Being that most of them don't have those type of numbers, they're using websites instead of these authority sites,
right?
The bear sites. So that's typically, you know, I love when I see like this on page 1 because that's me as a parasite. And I know that we can get our YouTube video and our Facebook page well up above those numbers, and you can see here it only has 1 link going to it. So I'm pretty confident that we'll easily get here above these guys. 1 link, 3 links. Here's Joel Bieber with the 268 links, but you see his PA and DA suck.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much how I go about knowing what it's going to take to get to page 1, number 1. You see he's got a DA 40, PA 50, and 4,500 links. And now, this is very vague because without going into Ahrefs or anything, I can't analyze the strength of these links, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not always just the number. You know, it's definitely more and more so now is the quality of the links as opposed to the quantity, although quantity is still obviously huge, you know?
Right. And you don't know if those numbers are correct or not.
Right.
I mean, I personally, I don't think there's, even Moz, I don't think there's any tool out there that can actually, that it's even possible to give you correct numbers. Because,
well, yeah, without a doubt, because I don't even think they upload it. It's like 1 every 3 months. I think Moz or Ahrefs is the most diligent with it, and they're once every 3 months with the updates, I believe.
Okay.
And so, you know, in 3 months, at the rate of links per minute that you guys are smashing, shit changes really quick in 3 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? The whole landscape of page 1 can be completely taken over in 3 months' time, using the techniques and systems that we're using. So
right, and we want to be clear too. This is not just about my GSA linking service. I mean, we're using it in conjunction with other stuff like SendWire.
And yeah, and yes, and proper on-page SEO, proper social signals. I mean, it's the whole picture. It's kind of like this. I don't care how much nitrous you put in that Ford Pinto, that bitch still is a Ford Pinto.
Right.
It's still not going to smash the Lambo. You know, and that being said, you know, you don't know how to drive a Lambo and you're going to crash. You know what I mean? So it's really, it's a complete picture.
Yeah, you can't build a house with just a hammer.
Right.
You got to have a saw. You got to have a crowbar. You got to have, you know, different tools.
Just having a big ass hammer don't make you no carpenter.
That exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just 'cause you have GSA doesn't make you an SEO guy. You know what I mean? And just having one tool in the toolbox is not going to allow you to dance with individuals that are doing a little bit more than that. So in today's landscape, you really need to have a combination of things. And I use tools to supplement, my PBNs. I don't have traditional private blog networks, but I do other things to replicate that. And I use the Web 2.0s to replicate, my private blog network as far and siphon that authority and juice to my properties, like the Facebook page, like the YouTube page.
Right.
Man, that's that's pretty much it, man.
All right. I'm glad I got caught up with you, because I really needed to see what's going on. Every time I help you, and every time I help anybody, things just go. I learn something, and things go better, and everybody makes more money, and that's the way I like it.
Definitely the way it should be. You know what I mean? If every time we get on the phone, you're just helping me and teaching me, and there's no reciprocation, then shit, you should be charging me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Straight up. But if we're all coming together, we're sharing knowledge, and this time I drop the gem, and next time you drop a gem, or vice versa, well then that's synergy. That's coming together. That's that's something a little different. Here's a Facebook page that you guys rank for. My client, Baltimore Fireplace, second position. Awesome. Even higher than the video. You see the videos here below the sun.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's when you said that, I was like, yeah, you're right, because I've seen it. Now this dirty little bitch Angie. I'm running links at my client's page, but for some reason it's filtering just to the site, and this, which was not even on page 1, is now on page 1, position 3. So I don't know. We have to do some mastermind and try to figure out what's going on, why I can't get my client's personal page, which I'm shooting all the links to, up there. Why is Angie intercepting it and putting, the general page?
Is her page private?
I
perhaps?
I don't believe so.
So you don't have to log in to angieslist.com to get to her page? No,
because at one point it was on page 1, and then they just jerked it. Her personal page just disappeared. It's kind of like this Yelp listing, and I just stopped shooting backlinks at it. But this was on page 1 as well, and this is kind of what it looked like when you clicked on the Angie's listing. And
okay.
So the Yelp pages were ranking really good, but I stopped shooting backlinks at it because I don't like the 3.5 stars here. So we'll push that back to page 2. Because like I tell all my clients, it does neither of us any good for me to advertise that you suck. So
right.
If you have a 3-point rating, I don't want to get that on page 1. You're going to do worse and get less phone calls than if I had one of these generic sites with no ranking or no rating up there. So that's why I pulled down that Yelp listing. But we had the Yelp on page 1 as well, along with the Facebook, the video, and yeah. So yeah, definitely I believe the Facebook page will jump back in there for the personal injury that we're shooting for. But yeah, man, I wouldn't be able to. And again, look, this is what I want to say. This is a perfect example. Only about 177,000. You would think, oh shit, that's easy, because that's what a lot of people teach.
Right.
That shit has nothing to do with it.
It's totally. It's not that number means nothing.
Nothing.
Zero.
So many people look at this number, and I don't care if it says 2,000. I don't care if it says 2,000. I don't care if it says 11. If all 11 of those got a higher PA or DA than what you're doing, guess who's going to be number 12?
You.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why you got to do your research. Scratch this number here. It doesn't mean shit. I don't know how many guys I've got into discussions with over that, but it's good to hear another guy recognize that this number doesn't mean jack diddly. It's the PA, the DA. Analyze your competition.
Mm-hmm.
Stop listening to some of this shit that Google, this information that Google's giving you.
Right.
That's another thing. The Google Planner. If you're using the Google Planner to determine whether people are searching and clicking on words, it's only a guide. Do you honestly think that Google's going to give you the keys to the kingdom and all the information that you want so that you can snatch their clients right from under them?
No, they're not going to. They're a propaganda machine.
Yes.
That's it. You can't believe anything they say.
$54 billion last year. 90% of it was off paid ads. Guess what they're protecting? They're not going to give you all that information. And it goes beyond that. I mean, I've got my own personal data of, from clients and phone calls that we've gotten from rankings that supposedly get no searches, but my guy gets 50-something calls every 2 to 3 months with keyword terms that are supposedly not even in the Google Plan.
Right.
I take that shit with a grain of salt, and I would highly recommend that others do as well.
Right. The only true way to find out what's going on is scraping the Google Suggest, and that's how I do it.
Okay.
So
yeah, I haven't done that, so I definitely would love to see that.
You want me to show it to you right now?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Well, okay, let's go to. Let me find that server.
Oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to, just tell people that when you get your service, you're part of a Facebook group with a bunch of high-level guys that ask all the questions you want, because I assure you that we're gonna get to the bottom of your answers.
Absolutely.
There hasn't been a question on there that I've seen yet that that we haven't been able to address in some way, shape, or form. None of us work for Google, so questions about retarded, dumbass shit. We obviously can't, answer things like that. But if it has to do with today's SEO and ranking today's stuff in today's landscape, man, all about it. There's a lot of sharp guys there.
I agree, and I like having them around.
Definitely. And we all can't do everything,
Right.
With all the different products and different trainings coming out. There's no way one guy can keep up with everything.
No, there's too much noise in the marketplace for one person.
Way too much noise. And, I do my best to buy everybody's product. For some reason, I love to share my wealth. And so I don't care how shitty your product is, send it across my email. I'm just gonna...
Okay, here's what I do.
Yeah.
Scrape box, keyword scraper, and scraping Google Suggest. Now, there are other times that I use these others, but if you want to know, if you're trying to rank on Google, this is it. So let's go with personal injury. Uh-oh, I got a lot going on. Personal injury, attorney, and let's just do a couple of scrapes. All right, now you can see that Denver, Houston, Las Vegas, LA, Orange County, that's probably California, Sacramento, San Diego, and Tampa. Now, these are where, what I would say to myself is, these are the markets that I need to go to because these are actually getting search volume that Google is recording. You know, I think search volume has to get to a certain point before they'll even record it. But this tells me that these are hot markets.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to transfer those over to the left and clear them here. Now we're going to use those as seeds and scrape again, and let's just try to assess what we've got. So we wound up with 80 keywords. All right, there's our first 10 or so. And what could we sell to an attorney? Reviews. Any attorney would like to own that. Any attorney would like to be number one for that, so they can review them and two of their buddies. You know, two of their friends in the business.
Right.
And then they'd all be driving traffic for each other. They'd buy that. Fees. Attorney fees. I can make that work. I can make that close and get phone calls. These are the 80 videos that I would create right here. If I were doing exactly what you're doing and getting these guys to stroke you a big check.
Yeah, those are the ones right there, huh?
I think so.
I like that it had best. The first, 10 were best personal injury?
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
And look, that's
Personal injury.
That's surprising to me.
Yeah, Christian personal injury attorney, San Diego. I mean, that's
Yeah. I've never even thought of either one of those before.
No. No, it's not in today's political climate.
Right.
Black personal injury attorney. That doesn't, that if you were to, I don't know, it just seems like if you were to think about it on your own, it would be, we're called racist, but since Google's saying it, it's okay.
Well, it's okay for us to rank it anyway.
Oh, hell yeah.
Somebody's typing it in with enough search volume, with enough times in a month, that it's getting picked up by Google Suggest. So it's got to be valuable.
Definitely. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're a personal injury attorney, and you're trying to target that Christians or blacks or any race, Hispanic personal injury attorney.
Right.
I mean, you're going after a select market, and if someone is typing that in, you're definitely gonna crush it.
I don't know if we need to give these away or not.
Yeah, that's some good information. I've never used Scrapebox. Don't even have it. It's one of the things that I don't have, and it was I got Holly's course for $200. Everything in there, from there is an upsell because she didn't say at first that you're going to need an extra $400 to $500 to actually get everything that you're going to need to actually run GSA.
Right.
So, I went right on down the list, got GSA, Capture Breaker, VPS, proxies, da-da-da-da-da. Then it came down to Scrapebox, and I'm like, damn it, man, another whole tool? And then, more learning?
Right.
It was just like, it was, and the thing was, at the time, I wasn't having that big a problem ranking at all. I mean, I wasn't having any issues. I was satisfying my my clients, and, what scared me was the fact that, damn, this tool does look very powerful, and if someone knew how to use it, and, we were to go up against each other, could I beat them? And the obvious answer was hell no. There's no way to replicate that much power. But yeah, the whole Scrapebox thing, I don't have it yet. I definitely see I need to get it because that right there was powerful. I've never seen that.
It's there's some other. I think there was one that came out a couple of days ago that scrapes Google suggests, but Scrapebox can do lots of stuff. So and it's just $57, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can do a lot with it, but it's worth the money just to be able to do what you just saw.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree because I mean, that was pretty painless right there.
I mean, the only other way to do it is to do it manually. See, go to google.com. We'll go to personal injury attorney. Well, look, there's some that we didn't even see. Bellingham, Washington.
Is that key coded to your location though?
Well, I'm in East Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains. I don't know why it would be bringing that up.
Yeah, that's all. That looks like it's set for the northwest.
Yeah.
Go to your settings down there at the bottom. Yeah. Does that have a? Yeah.
Holy moly! Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
All right. Man, if I could type, I'd be dangerous.
Yeah, I came when I came home from doing that time, boy. I was a one plucking bastard. I was mean with that shit too.
Hunt and peck.
Oh yeah, peck nasty.
Okay, so there you see that's basically what we came up with, right?
Yeah.
So you would have to do this manually if you didn't want to do it with Scrapebox, and you can see with Scrapebox it took us 15 seconds.
Yeah, it did.
So.
And then you copy and paste that, throw that right into the Google Planner, and get all your regular metrics or whatever keyword tool that you
Exactly.
favor. I like Spotly myself. I just don't think the $150 a month that it costs.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. You can pay as much as you want to for tools that you can get for a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got a couple unique features I haven't seen anywhere. Like you can gauge your competition's PPC campaigns, and pretty much it's a pretty the at the $150 level it does a lot of shit that I haven't seen any other tools do.
Interesting. Okay, let me cut this video here.